In the data center world, building out or refreshing a data center is kind of a once-in-a-career opportunity. It's like building the world's largest set of Legos. It's really cool. And, coming in and seeing your work every day and seeing the plan and seeing how it's actually working out exactly how you wanted it to, it's energizing. Now that we're at a spot where most of the construction's over and we can begin moving everything into the new infrastructure, it really sets us up to use a space for the entire state. And it allows us to plan and prioritize what we bring in and have a set of standards that we never had before. Before, we had a very basic cooling system, which basically dumped cold air into the space without any controls whatsoever. This is one of the 2 pods that we've built out. This pod, I'm standing in the hot aisle now. This is a fully enclosed hot aisle, so when all the equipment is running in here, this space will run about 90 to 95 degrees. That is to allow our in-row coolers to take that hot air and convert that to cool air more efficiently. Each one of these in-row coolers are kind of like the nest for your home. And they are designed such that if any one cooler fails, the remaining coolers in the pod can handle all of the infrastructure in place. So along with the data center installation, we received a data center information management software. It's a very powerful tool and allows us to see the operations inside the data center. So we can see the average temperature of the racks, the air that's flowing into the data center, and we can also see other very important pieces like our chill water supply temperature, which gives us a good indication of whether or not we're going to have a temperature outage before we actually see a rise in temperature. The entire power distribution from beginning to end was completely rebuilt. When the power shifts over to our new infrastructure, it splits out into 2 separate power streams that's provided all the way to each rack, and is backed up by a very sophisticated UPS system. So each side is backed up by its own battery, and each side is independent all the way back to these breakers right here. And in security, we're finishing up several security upgrades, which will provide video monitoring, badge access monitoring, so we'll have far more insight into who comes in, when they come in, what they're doing, where they go. So it'll be far more secure, which all the auditors love. I personally like. I'm a big security fan. So the last big step in all of this construction is to get all of the old equipment out of the legacy racks into the new infrastructure so that we can actually recognize all the savings we've designed into the place. So you got the network team, enterprise network team, working with CDHS on a massive plan to migrate 22 racks of compute into 8 racks within our new storage environment. And as we do this, we clean up our floor space and sets us up for building out more infrastructure to bring more people in so that we can utilize this highly efficient data center as much as we can for the state of Colorado.